72. In this podcast, anything is possible. I'm telling you, anything.
We won't get to the music.
Ooh, there she go.
Welcome back, everyone.
She ready? Like
Welcome
Tiffany
back
Haddish
to the
said,
MTMJ
podcast with the wife. Babe, you want to start with our anniversary? I honestly think, to be honest with you,
I told everybody I ain't had no faith. Didn't I, Carl? Jizzy. Didn't I say that? He was like, man, you gotta have faith in my dad.
Oh, shit.
Good time.
A time was had. A time was had. But I want to understand why you ain't had no faith in your husband. Can we talk about this part?
Yeah, but my husband also admitted, the plans that he
We ain't
came
gonna
about wasn't the original because he was on that nigga shit. So, that's why I was like, but we had a good time. Cause you like the wing, you like to be like a wingman shit.
Ooh. Nah, but that didn't answer the question. Don't try to be like, oh, no, but you did admit that a lot of your plans. No, why did you feel like I was going to botch our anniversary?
I wouldn't say botch the anniversary. I would say that it would be not like what I would have expected, but kind of should expect because the person that you are. Ooh. So you do stuff, but it's not like you do stuff where it's like not minimized, but it's not over the top, but it definitely shows that you appreciate or you care because you're not an over the top type person.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying.
I try to foster.
Like you say, I be doing too much.
Yeah, but I try to foster a behavior that the only time I don't feel like we should celebrate one another should be on our anniversary. So sometimes I feel like, ooh, what just happened?
Go ahead. I want you to lose your thought.
No, I don't like that shit.
Go ahead.
No, seriously, I try to foster behavior where I don't feel like the only time we celebrate one another is on our anniversary. I get what conversation we had about it not seeming like we got to pick that day. Nigga, don't try to act like I'm stealing your thoughts.
You stole my shit.
No.
You stole my shit. That's what you did. You tried to make it your own, but you stole my shit because I told you exactly that. Just because, yes, that is our day that we got married, that we symbolized and signed a piece of paper, all that stuff.
How's she gonna steal my train of thought
but
and make it hers?
That is
and
not.
then say it's hers.
No. I said it is nothing wrong with celebrating that day, but we don't have to do anything like extravagant or go out of town or do anything just during that time. Like it could be the following week before or the week after. Whatever fits well with timing and the budget and everything. Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying. And you gonna try and sit here and make it seem like we shouldn't just celebrate each other. What?
So I'm on bullshit is what you said.
Real bullshit. Because I said that. I even said that about the birthday. At the end of the day, we all came here alone unless you had a twin or whatever. So celebrating your day, yes, that is a great thing. But it doesn't mean that you have to, on your exact birthday, wake up on an island or something like that.
No more sleeping in bed.
Wake up everybody and they hung over on the roof in Vegas. But you can celebrate, however people want to celebrate their day. But all I was saying was with us, we should adapt.
Yeah.
To not trying to be
and
because in case some things don't work out well or do fall through, you don't feel like you lost that time. Like it was supposed to be because of that day type situation.
But let's also preface it that you said we've been together so long that it's starting to kind of get to the point where we need to unadapt from the adaptable, basically. Then you try to call us old. That's what
Nobody said anybody was old. Just because you've been with somebody for a long time does not mean you are old.
What that mean?
You just been with somebody for a long ass time.
As the old folks say, we seasoned.
Are we?
I think so.
We not salty.
You know how I know we seasoned? Do you ever feel like in our relationship we considered each other roommates?
Uh-huh.
But do you think we ever had the courage to even take that roommate theory serious, though, and adapt that behavior at any point?
I wasn't leaving the room.
Nor was I.
Well,
But
you can have your side of the bed.
I know someone who kept that behavior, even while they were sleeping in the same room. They considered each other as roommates.
Okay. It worked for them. Are they still roommates?
No.
They're together?
No.
Somebody moved out.
Look at your face.
Yes. I'm just trying to figure out like where we going. Okay.
And the other roommate's still there.
Okay. So the other person moved out once they had enough to be able to move out. Because if they ain't have it, they still be roommates right now probably.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Let me add another piece to the puzzle. What if you're roommates and you, of course, you stay in the same room? Should the roommate have a dresser drawer in the room?
Wait, pause. Did this ever start out as a relationship and then turn into being roommates? Or it was just been roommates from the start and y'all been sharing a bed?
The way I understand it, I think this has always been a situational ship. You know what situational ships are. Okay.
Even if it's a situational ship, who place is this?
Is
it their place? If they're roommates?
One person's on the lease. But I thought roommates, when you describe roommates, each roommate has their own separate living space.
Right.
I don't consider the two roommates if they sleep in the same bed and stay in the same room.
That's why I'm trying to figure out what is going on
Most
here.
roommates don't have sex either.
Well, that's not true.
Okay, explain.
That's not true because if you become attracted to the person that you done moved in with and y'all do a little smash and dash type situation, but you still in your room, I'm in my room. Okay.
All right, how about I make it, okay, let me make it more clear. One person believed that the person was a roommate and the other person didn't know they was a roommate.
The other person thought they was in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, so here it is. Now, let's figure this out. Is it the female that feels like they're roommates, or is it the female that feels like they were in a situationship?
It is the female who felt like they were in a situational ship.
Okay, so it's the male felt like they was roommates. Yes. So he was homeless and needed somewhere to stay, so he came and shacked up with her to make it seem like...
the situational came and shacked up with him.
Oh, snap. So he invited her to come stay.
No.
So how she become a roommate?
She came over one time and never left.
Nigga, that's a squatter.
Name some other... There we go. I knew you was... Hey, listen, high five. I know my baby ain't slow.
You slow because you did all that.
I was trying to make... Listen, this is a podcast.
You ain't got to say what it is.
We got to add theatrics to it to make it funny for the people who are listening.
Nah, you got to
get to the point.
You got to stop putting your helmet to the window and licking on the bus window. You was giving a short bus because I'm trying to figure out, like, what? Hold up. So, it's his place.
Yes.
They was cool before this.
Yeah.
Okay. She came over one day
for a situational shift and never left.
For a situation. And she never left.
Uh-huh.
So, do he work from home?
No.
So he get up and leave every day?
Yeah.
So he ain't got up and say the next morning was like, hey, yeah, I'm about to go to work. What you about to do?
You leaving too.
She left.
Yes.
So how she get back?
With him.
Why?
You know why. Why you think?
No, nigga, you did that. You did that. Y'all ain't roommates. No, that's not. No. Y'all are not roommates. She's a living fuck buddy. She's your living blow up. And now she think y'all got something going because you ain't asked her to leave. She done start bringing in stuff bit by bit, piece by piece. And now she asking for a drawer?
Yeah.
He don't want her there to tell her no. But he not going to tell her no because he's smashing.
That's why he gave her a bag.
A who? To pack her shit up and leave?
No. You know the bag you put your clothes in, push under the bed? Like my t-shirt bags? He gave that bitch a bag. Get that bitch a bag. Goddamn dummy.
He the damn dummy.
How?
They both. Because
all right, listen. Do you think let's switch on it, right? Do you think Darius is the dummy for this? I want you to listen and come up with your own theory, babe.
Doing it. There's no goddamn way in hell I would have ever signed my name. I don't give a shit how popular I was. I would have never signed my name to Target. I don't care if Target giving her $10 million. She could have started her own company. She could have sold her own product. $56 million out the gate. There's no way in hell I would have ever. 20 million ain't even enough. This woman has the ability. All she had to do was create 5 cookbooks. $150 million in the bank. 100% hers. No middleman, no agent, no manager, nobody to pay but your labor and your employees. $150 fucking million yours. Could have been me. Ain't no way in hell that could have been me. Ain't no.
What do you think? React.
So, who released how much she got from Target?
That's what I'm saying. Well, clearly, either there's a rumor, either.
Only thing I can think is, if it's not a rumor, he probably was offered something from Target, and he was lowballed, and he probably think that that's probably what they offer our kind. You get what I'm saying? So that's what he probably taken off of, unless the information was put out there that what her finances was. But at the end of the day, again, that was her choice.
Do you take issue with how his criticism isn't necessarily hate?
My thing is,
because that's what everyone's calling him. They saying he's a hater.
I look at it as he basically how he was putting it was like he sees that she could get more.
Yeah.
Like he feels like she deserved more.
Yeah. Because
of the person that she is, it should have been more. Like why? But it
why
still sounds
it
still sound bitter. Like he's basically like, you should have just denied that. But my thing is, again, it couldn't be you. It was her choice, her decision. And what if it wasn't about the amount of money because of where she's come from to where she is now? What if it was just the point that she loves Target and to know that I can have my stuff in a place that I enjoy shopping, and the people that love me that have now become my family on social media stuff from where I started want to be able to get stuff from me. And I'm like, cool. I can, who doesn't love a Target? Everybody love a good Target. But the biggest thing is with him, I understand he's one of the gals type situation, but why has he always got something to say about another woman? You're a grown ass man.
What I want to do is, and I've heard that, and guys like him can be catty. So this is what I said. I said we need to turn our minds off and form our opinion based on our opinion and not someone else's opinion. After I went and looked at Darius Cook's opinion on Tablet Brand's Target deal, this is what I formed. I came to the conclusion that this is his opinion he formed based on his business. A lot of our opinions on the direction Darius Cook decided to go to get to his opinion is his opinion. It's that you and I can disagree with how he formed his opinion. A lot of our opinions have been wild as fuck too. I mean, that's just being real. Now, to have a full opinion about what led Darius Cook to go so hard about Tabitha, because she always leads with love. She always leads with kindness. She never hates on nobody. She focuses on her own business. So I'm a little confused. And my wife kind of explained what she think. He probably was offered a deal, got lowballed, and assumed that she either didn't go get lowballed, but probably got a little bit more than what he got. And I said a while ago, I said, man, God, how do I say it? Sometimes it's the wrong person, right messenger. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't know.
Wrong
and
person.
yeah,
It's the message.
Right, yeah, right message, wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you for correcting me. And also, you don't know Tabitha's financial situation. You don't know if she got the liquid access to invest in making these sort of products and stuff that she want to get out to the masses. So for you to say, and then look, there is no guarantee that 156 million people that follow her on all socials are all going to support her and what she's trying to do to push her business. It's been a lot of people with great ideas just like Tabitha that tried to focusing on you niggas to support them, and they never made it. Their dreams got kicked to the curb because they lost motivation. This shit is hard. Doing this type of shit in whatever capacity of your creation, this shit ain't easy. It's a lot of shit people do to try to get their message pushed because they really believe in what they saying. And sometimes you backing your own creation ain't gonna pan out to what you wanted to pan out to. So you gotta outsource or you gotta take deals. And in her situation, she got a family. She got people that she are paying. The pandemic happened. A lot of people lost and suffered during the pandemic. And a lot of people are still recovering from the pandemic. You got people.
He made it more about money.
Yeah.
And
she ain't about that.
She's been able to retire her husband, who she prayed over every day because he was a LA cop. To be able to retire him and he do what he enjoy as far as coaching, and her kids being well taken care of, and her still doing the same thing she was doing to begin with, that she took years to get to where she's at. And she'll always say she don't take none of it for granted. So again, I don't even think if whatever she was paid, she did it because she enjoys being able to make sure that people that enjoy her, whatever, have access to things that she like or whatever. And just so happen it's Target. Again, just because your experience may have been bad with a person, a company, or whatever, does not mean that the next person's experience is going to be the same. Because at the end of the day, Tabitha is that humbled, good spirit. Like, you see her on TV,
and that's exactly what she did to respond to him.
She's just humble. You know, it's
she
not
don't care about,
a bitter.
She don't care about you,
like
niggas.
Her mood, even when she checked you about something, it's never of malice or anything. It's her just,
baby, I'm a
graciously saying
now go on
what it is and how she feel, and
kiss your mama.
You still have a blessed day. But Darius is that chihuahua. That's what he gives. Got all that bark. But why?
I just told you why. I think
it's like, why
I think
you
we just
doing
looking
your
at it
thing?
wrong.
And, you know, how you choose to go about your business venture and how it's, you know, you leave a sour taste in people's mouth about the stuff that they've accused him of. And, you know, he talk about the 5 cookbooks. You got people on here talking about they done ordered cookbooks from him and still ain't got it. You know, so it's different things of that. But, again, if he not the one individually packaging the shipping and sending the cookbooks, you got a factory, a manufacturer that's doing this for you. I mean,
all right. So
you gotta figure out.
Moving on, I want to focus on our former president, and I'm talking about Barack Obama. Listen, Barack Obama.
What happened?
I feel like you never missed the mark, brother. But after I play this video, you gonna understand. I hope you find a problem with what he's saying. You know, when you look at Barack, you was like, oh man, this is he's gonna make change. Every time you went to Barack, he spoke positive. You always felt like he wasn't lying to you in your face. You always felt like he wasn't manipulating you. And then he did this bullshit. Let's go.
From campaign.
Let's go back.
Reports I'm getting from campaigns and communities is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running.
That's because people were more enthused about politics, and politicians wasn't made as jokes. Now, Barack Obama, you have been watching over the last 12 years. How long you been on the White House? It's been 10? It's been 10, right? Probably about 10. So you've been watching over the last 10 years how politics has been made like a goddamn celebrity boxing match. You read the room, dude. You too smart to say that. Of course you getting those reports. People aren't enthused about Kamala. And guess what, my guy? You wasn't either. The moment she announced, it took you 2 days to decide that you were going to back her. So you wasn't enthused either. So there you go. Read your face. Next.
Oh, shit. Announced with the brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly and say that
this old geezer now think he need to chastise black brothers as a black man.
when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences, who's had to work harder and do more and overcome and achieves the second highest office in the land and is putting forward concrete proposals to directly address the things that are vital in our neighborhoods and our communities, from housing to making sure that our mothers and our fathers and our grandparents can afford medicine, making sure that we are dealing with prices that are too high and rents that are too high, and is committed to making sure that we maintain the Affordable Care Act so everybody's got help here, and cares about things like education and entrepreneurship in our neighborhoods. And that's on one side. And on the other side, you have someone who has consistently shown disregard, not just for the communities, but for you as a person.
How the hell do I know Kamala struggled like I struggled? Nigga, I don't know her. I didn't know her before Biden selected her as the VP. She came out of nowhere. Girlfriend, you wasn't even the choice this year.
She grew up how? Who grew up?
She grew up like us. She told us to our freaking face that it's okay to put your greens in a dirty tub that you take a bath in and a shower in. And that's where she cleaned her greens. For the whole family. And that's like us. They not like us. Oh, come on, Sonya. If you try to justify... cleaning
I'm
greens
just
in
saying,
a
she
dirty
gonna
tub.
say whatever. She cleaned it. I'm quite sure she bleached it and cleaned it out.
Oh, so it's still okay.
That's just like the sink in the kitchen. You wash dishes in it, then you clean it and bleach it out before you put the nail.
That ain't what we focus on. Come on.
What we focusing on it is saying because he's trying to say something to help her out so that she can get the votes that she needs to become the first female black president. That's all that is. He was here. Everybody was excited. We had a black president. Okay. Now I'm trying to get her in. Okay. But he's saying grew up like who? She ain't give a damn about a nigga. She married a white man. Don't give a fuck about this.
About sitting out? I'm not. But, you know, because of Pookie might be.
Because of Pookie.
And you're
Did he
coming
say
up with all kinds
Pookie?
of reasons and excuses. I've got a problem with that. Because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president.
How should that make a man feel? Most men don't want women leaders. We've discussed this on pods before. Men, especially black men, they despise women leaders. And sometimes women leaders go above or go overboard, if that makes sense. Remember that conversation? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. You don't care. Last part. This really gonna kill.
You're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that. And I think anybody you are talking to in a barbershop, anybody you are talking to in your house, in your family, at church, who is coming with that kind of attitude, I think you have to ask them, well, how can that be? Because the women in our lives have been getting our backs this entire time. They've been raising us and working and having our backs. And when we get in trouble and the system's not working for us, they're the ones who are out there marching and protesting. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you because you think that's a sign of strength, because that's what being a man is, putting women down. That's not acceptable. That's not, this shouldn't even be a question. You're coming up.
He killed it at the end. I ain't about to hold you. If his objective was to rally the black women and they just going after the women vote, he did that. But if his objective was to try to galvanize black men as voters, hey, look, there was a guy they showed in the line. I guess he was going to do early vote, and he was like, man, I voted for Obama twice. But ever since Obama, I ain't heard nothing else from the Democrats. And that's why I became a Trump supporter. That's exactly what he said. That's why you got to watch the news. Speaking of watching the news, God, there you go. It came back. Boy, I'm on my shit. Speaking of watching the news, we went to an area of D.C. that has high crime. High crime. Specifically, car break-ins and carjackings. Right? So I'm telling my wife, as we cruising through, I was like, babe, you getting far from where I think you want to go. I was like, I hope you ain't about to park on one of these streets, right? I said, because this neighborhood is tops for break-ins, right? What it said? That's what it said, right? I'm talking to you for the people. Mm-hmm. That is exactly how she took that. She called me. What you call me? Since you want to be the street finder, car thieves protector. What you call me?
What?
What you call me?
I don't
Listen,
know
I
what
feel like
say.
when you from your city and you
just
know your
giving the
city,
district
your
demographics.
your ears should be to the streets. You should already be aware of certain areas that maybe you shouldn't be frequenting. And I don't mean you should stay away, but you should know what's acceptable.
You should stay away. That's what you gave. Like, soon as I pulled up.
No, it wasn't soon.
You
as
was
pulled up.
like, soon as I saw, I pulled up.
Babe,
and
where
I
we
slowed
at?
down where I was at. You said exactly that. And it's just is like, everything that's going on. So basically, I can't go here that would not be somewhere I would go by myself or with my girlfriends. I felt like I was with my husband, so I could go.
Oh, no,
and
she
do
not
this
about to try to make me seem like I'm pussy. No!
No, you was bitch. But I'm just saying, it shouldn't matter where we going. We was going to go somewhere to have a good time. I paid for some tickets to do something, and I wasted my money. Couldn't get my money back.
Nigga, you ain't ever wasting no money when you got your husband.
Yes, I did. Because where's my money? Just give me my money.
Third host, Gen Z boy. He just up and clap out of nowhere. But what I'm saying is I feel like, you know, that area was on the news on like every other night. Once upon a time. Hey, y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. This had nothing to do with being a sucker. I also am a person who cherishes and adores the things that he worked hard for. And one of the things I hate to ever see is go up to something I worked hard for and it looks vandalized because little hooga boogers who get hit on scooters decided that they wanted to break in my car. That's specifically, y'all, what I was talking about. She could have did that, but she didn't do that.
Because after you said what you said, what was the point? You already gave the training, you want to be in the area. So, unlike what you do, I just decided I'm going to just go ahead and find something else to do.
Hold up. Can I ask you a question? Did you say, unlike what you do? Nigga, I don't say, I just do what you need me to do. No. I can't get you to do that. I can't get you to do that. All right, what else are we talking about? You got any topics? You ain't got nothing. We sitting over here. Look, you looking at me.
You always had something to say, and I just went off that because I feel like you just went off topic.
Just like now, she just really made this seem like we're in a scandal.
Why are we in a scandal?
Like somebody is plotting to get us.
What? Who?
You.
How?
Kerry Washington stated, right, that she believes that the Scandal show would not be able to survive in this day and time. That's what she said. I find that to be bullshit. You know why I find that to be bullshit?
It wouldn't be able. It probably wouldn't. People not watching shows like that.
So you don't
now,
think
they are more into the Love and Hip Hops, the other shows, the drama. That's not the type of drama that people are into.
Why do you think so?
Because that's not what the Gen Zs and stuff, and that's not what they want to watch.
No. 100% devastated. I'll tell you for so many reasons. First of all, there hadn't been a black woman as the lead of a network drama in almost 40 years. I was in my early 30s at the time, so it hadn't happened in my lifetime. I hadn't seen it. And everybody called it a risk. The studio thought it was a risk. The network thought it was a risk. Everybody was proud of ABC Disney for taking this risk. We've talked about how the environment right now is so risk averse. So I don't know that it would have been greenlit with me. With a black woman at the center. And it wasn't the first idea. I mean, Shonda Rhimes has talked about this publicly. When they first read the script, the executives were like, this is a great role for Connie Britton. And I love Connie, you guys, be nice. I love Connie, but the show was inspired by a real woman named Judy Smith, who is a black woman. If it hadn't been inspired by a real woman who is a black woman, then everybody would have said, let's make her white. You didn't have the option to say that.
Hey man, I love when a black woman kills a motherfucker with kindness. And I mean, but she's showing her fucking, she like, yeah, I'm the shit, bitch. That's what I heard. She said all that and the only thing I heard is I'm the shit, bitch. I love her, but I'm the shit, bitch.
It was not, it was.
Okay. I'm wrong.
It was, I love her, but it was based off of a real
black
true life person. She was black. So, of course, you couldn't put the white girl in, because that would have been a whole nother issue, because everybody knew who it was based on.
Well, okay, we got more scandal. Rick Ross' baby mother is back in the news again. And this time she is spilling tea I don't think she should have spilled.
Money changes people. You know, and then once you start accessing the things that you were never able to access, especially women, you know, it pushes your ego to a different level.
So Rick Ross talking shit about Diddy.
I should go to my DM. Ooh, I want my phone right now.
Bring her phone. Bring her phone.
I'm gonna go to my DMs because you know he blocked me, but I still could go to all the stuff I screenshotted. Girl, how about he was saying, "Oh, I can't wait to lock that up. I'm gonna buy his shit." I'm gonna show you all the messages where he used to be talking about all his niggas.
He said he can't wait till they lock Diddy up.
Locked up so he could buy his house.
That's real fucking two-faced.
Girl, he talked about him like that, dog. He talked about all
the receipts.
Yeah.
She got two phones. Look. Okay.
You see what month it was, so you already know we were
now,
on
while
good
you looking
terms.
for the messages, did he really fuck Keisha Kayor?
I seen it with my own eyes when she was wearing that blue lipstick and mohawk and all that. When she came over there when Gucci was in jail, and she came to pick him up from the house.
She came to pick up
Of course.
That don't mean they fuck. That don't mean they fuck. Cause she picked him up.
But why are you playing games like that?
Didn't that son just get shot?
That part.
Karma spin the block real quick, don't it?
It do. I got more scandal. The scandal, y'all. Hey, you motherfuckers was busy this week, boy.
But I'm just trying to figure out what
was the purpose?
What was it?
What was the purpose of her feeling that she needed to reveal something someone didn't ask for?
The lipstick and the mohawk. You doing that?
Just like this motherfucker.
Craziest thing you've done in a relationship?
This is one of my, we weren't in the relationship, but this is probably one of my favorite crazy Kayla stories because I don't have that many. But I'm a Scorpio and I have that crazy in me though. You know what I mean? Like
What
it's
did you
back
do?
there. So I was dating a guy.
Okay.
I was dating a guy and he
The
dumped
guy's
me
Iman.
through a text message. And he dumped me for this singer/actress.
Tiana
who was
Taylor.
famous at the time. Dumped me for her. Lied about it for months, then popped out with her. It became like this public thing, and it was like, oh my God, we love them. Another like celebrity iconic relationship. And of course, little old me, I'm devastated, I'm heartbroken. I had just moved to New York to like be with this person and move in with them. It was a whole thing.
It's not who y'all think.
Yes, you guys will not be able to figure this out. Or maybe they will, who cares, it doesn't matter. So he breaks up with me, dumps me, moves
They
on.
figured it out.
And for Halloween that year, I dressed up as her. I dressed up as that lady for Halloween. And not only did I...
Pictures.
She dressed up as Tiana Taylor for Halloween. Do you want to see the evidence?
But she said she was an actress, singer at the time. She's still doing it.
That's Tiana Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
That is her. And that will be the cover. Now tell me that ain't crazy.
She said that's crazy, and that's crazy. And how would nobody figure it out?
So in that moment, I was not too sure who Tiana was going on Instagram. Because Tiana has never did this.
You know, Auntie, if she
she
take out
stepped
the
out.
group chat.
Oh, she stepped out. She was ready to let... First of all, when you motherfuckers get mad, y'all talk in ways that is understandable. I can't make it up. Damn, did I save it? I'm doing all this shit talking, and I didn't save the damn shit. And I went looking for it. It don't matter. She said, bitch. She basically said, bitch.
She said, bitch.
I don't give a fuck, bitch. That was none of this business. You want to say it on that low ass park. You know what I'm hating though? Like, leave room for podcasters that's trying to really make an impact in podcasting. Because a lot of the people that's jumping into podcasting, getting a lick, messing it up for the podcast game, just taking the plug and running off with it, you niggas is really going to fuck it up for all the people who want to be in your shoes. Because a lot of you guys ain't willing to put the work in that it really takes to do podcasting. And the only reason you taking advantage of it is because you doing what dude said Tabitha should have did with her following and profit off of it. And that's cool. Do you. But Angel Reese should not be podcasting. Girl, you should be focusing on making the Sky better. They had 2 first-round picks and didn't make the playoffs. It was a team that lost 10 games in a row in Washington that only had 1 first-round pick in the Mystics, and they made the playoffs. At least I believe they did. If I'm wrong, I'm sure someone is going to correct me under the comment section. But still, you know what I'm saying? You should be making...
How you jump off of the Tiana Taylor thing?
That happened on her podcast. Angel Reese has a podcast. That girl was on her podcast.
Oh. Okay.
I saw her podcast on TikTok.
Oh, see, I'm sure you did. She's a TikToker.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that's where that information came from. And of course, it don't stop there as we move on to more scandal.
So Tiana said, it's really
it.
crazy that everyone is allowed to bother me and be distasteful. Everybody gets to play while I move with grace, always. But now I want to have a little Sagittarius fun, too. And it's a problem. Fuck the Iman part. I'm divorced and happily so. However, her choice of words were very distasteful and uncalled for. She knew exactly what she was doing. That lady said she was famous at the time. And also said, I don't care who see it. It was very distasteful and uncalled for. Famous at the time. Like I said, Tiana still popping. She got a lot of stuff coming out. Yeah. Acting and stuff like, you know. She can go get Iman now.
Yeah. And in more news, apparently there was a rumor going on a few days ago that Stephon Diggs had sex with Cardi B. He was the mystery man. He's a wide receiver for the Houston Texans. They played for the Buffalo Bills. He was drafted by the Minnesota Vikings. He's a wide receiver.
He busted wide.
That rumor was started by DJ Academics.
Oh, Lord. He out here talking shit again.
And let me tell you, when I preference this is, right, what I read contradicts all the rumors. And boy, I'm telling you how the internet works. The internet is crazy, y'all. The internet is real crazy. He basically said when Cardi B was like 8 months pregnant, Offset went through her phone and caught her texting some dog ass named Stephon Diggs, some football player, DJ Academic said. However, Academic stated that the star football player and rapper did not share a physical relationship. According to him, they merely exchanged texts and flirting, which the podcast deemed as cheating.
Her sexting, he considered cheating.
Yeah.
But he real life stuck his dick in somebody.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's my wife's opinion on it.
That's funny. Her way of getting her lick back, it was just texting and that. If she did sleep with the guy, she got her lick back. I tell you, it always hurt when a female do what the male did.
Always
hurt.
I just was telling somebody that. All right, in other sad news, y'all, and I'm hoping this does not push that career that he's out here just faking. And here we go.
T.I. is our main attraction at Jingle Ball, December 19th. We appreciate you, sir.
Man, I appreciate y'all.
And you posted the flyer, too. You're like, I don't even know that was in the contract. And nobody posted but the Kane.
Nah, man, but I appreciate y'all, man, for, you know what I'm saying, for offering me my last working gig, because I do not need the money anymore, and I will not be performing. So you guys, y'all have...
So this is your last one?
Yeah, they're going to be... I don't want to do it anymore.
What? This is your last performing show.
Yeah, I don't want people to pay me to hop around and sweat for their entertainment.
He said that before.
He said that before.
So I'm picking up all.
Okay, no, wait.
So it's gonna be for me.
T.I. has stated, I didn't hear retired. I just heard him say, until you niggas offer me more money, I don't want to rap and sweat no more. I also heard him say he is not doing any more performances where he got to be hopping across the stage sweating no more. So hooray, we do not have to see him trot out there and try to be a comedian anymore, because it's just not enough money. You want me to tell you how I know? He also tried to do podcasting and stated, "You niggas, we don't make enough." So comedy.
Why he can't do comedy? That's
So
just
they don't make enough.
That's a hobby.
He don't want to. Podcasting is a hobby. He didn't want to do that. You really think he want to tour around the city trying to be funny and then being forced to start rapping again because he wasn't funny? Hee hee ha ha. You never see him in the street, nigga. You know me.
Oh wow.
Bye bye, TL.
Good one.
I know. I know. Hey, look. I know for a fact, right? Mm-hmm. All dads have been in this situation, but the dads who truly care and love their daughters have not done this.
There was some times I thought I wouldn't make. He was my everything. For a long time, I didn't even want to believe that it happened. I didn't know that even if he was a bad person, that he would do something to me. I really feel like that 1 millisecond completely just changed my whole life.
That's it.
That's all she said?
Yeah, that's all she said.
So what happened?
R. Kelly apparently sexually assaulted his daughter. And that's how they titled it. Okay.
If my son asks questions, I'm going to be as truthful as possible. But I will not be taking my son to a prison to meet his grandfather.
They titled this documentary R. Kelly's Karma Daughter. And that's what she's saying. She's saying, and the headline that they decided to use or what they got from this is R. Kelly's daughter claims he sexually abused her when she was a child. I just remember waking up to him touching me. That 1 millisecond completely just changed my whole life. Now, my daughter has opened her eyes to me coming home, giving her a hug and giving her a kiss and tucking her back in. Is it possible that is what R. Kelly was doing with his daughter and she is now trying to profit off of his misery?
I can't say that. Because you wasn't, like, when it come to that situation, because I know personally of a couple of people who went through that. And you not that person. So it seems like I have my moments where it'd be like insensitive, like, oh Lord, here we go again. Somebody done been touched. Oh, why didn't you? But you're not in it. So who's to say that she's saying a millisecond, that maybe that's the only clip that they took to get people to get into it. But who's to say it didn't happen multiple times? Who's to say that the way that she perceived that touch was uncomfortable to her, but because that's her dad, she didn't say anything. But if it, you know what I'm saying?
I just wanted to pose a alternative to my response. Hey, look, I'm a father, and
that ain't nothing.
I remember someone asking me, "Is it okay to get hard when your child's on your lap?"
Yeah, ew. Like shit like that, like ew.
That's exactly how I felt. My response was to that person was like, "What are we talking about?" I don't know nothing like that. That doesn't, like, what are you thinking about when that happens?
It's creep.
So that's why I say, like, I say this at work too. I think, like, when you talk about workplace harassment and people saying things, and I think it's first your responsibility to be able to realize that what you saying, like your internal instinct should kick in. And you should just realize, okay, oh yeah, that shit ain't gonna come out right.
I am so glad that my daughter was never the daughter that wanted to go to my sperm donor. I am so glad that she was never like that. As much as he wanted to, hey, let's get a hug, she
never wasn't like that.
Rocking with that shit. She would not hug him.
Yeah.
He could not pick her up.
Nope.
And I wasn't that person. I'm not that person to be like, force my kid, be like, go ahead, do that. Nah.
Me either.
She wasn't with it. I wasn't cool. And I am so glad, because if it had ever been that she said that he touched her, with all the other people who said that COVID wouldn't have took him out, it'd have been me taking that ass out. 'Cause absolutely not. The innocence of that's mental, like real life mental health issues. And a lot of people who normally touch, a lot of adults who normally touch kids and their kids and different things have went through a trauma or a traumatic situation in their past. So it's like they're wired a different way, because you never see that in a person until they have to experience being a parent. Like, I couldn't say to you, oh no, we're not going to have kids because you're a bad dad and you've never been a dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a learning experience for us both. So therefore it's like, I couldn't judge you off of something. I can only go off of how you treated me and how we did things to be like, oh, okay, he's going to nurture, he's going to do this. But once a child is involved, that changes the whole dynamic of a person. Hey!
We good? We good? No. You see, he's so off of it. He's so out. It's okay. We good? You ain't taking no pictures. Gen Z boy. He got both headphones in his ear. He just staring at me like I'm crazy. It's all good. But anyway.
You never know a person's dynamic or who they truly are until a child is involved. And that's what happens in a lot of people's situations. Like, they never know who a person is until they have a child by them. Mm. And then once that child comes, then their dynamic and their mood shifts and change. It's either that they show that they're too immature to be a parent, or they're very protective, and then that changes for you because they no longer like focus as far as the relationship. It's like more so, okay, my kid here, so my kid first. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna do it for my kid, even though you're supposed to be in a relationship. It's like, okay, well, hey, what about me? Type situation. But that's a bad. That's
and you know what's so terrible about it? I think every family in America, one person in everybody's family has experienced that type of behavior, and I think that's concerning, man. That's why I think it's so important for men to stand up and just be men. Do what you're supposed to. Be the perfect example for the people that you want to foster out into this world. That way we create healthy habits amongst us all. Like, we really need to, like, make sure, like, we just creating healthy habits. And it starts with, like I say, it starts with being able to listen to that voice inside of you and be able to self-correct yourself.
It starts with being able to know that going to therapy does not make you weak. Because a lot of men need therapy. They definitely do. They need therapy. They need that outlet. That's the biggest thing. Especially in our culture. Therapy is looked upon like, you got the cooties.
Yep. I ain't got nothing.
Just that's how you was. Therapy, you was like, you gonna break out in halves, have an allergic reaction to some shit. But you said actually it's helpful. You think we need therapy?
Do you think we need therapy?
Don't act. I just asked you.
I know. I've asked you. I've answered this question 1,000 times. So
I'm saying
about us specifically. No, I've asked that question 1,000 times. My answer isn't going to change.
Why your answer won't change?
Because I think a lot of our issues are self-correctable issues. And if we need therapy, it's individual therapy. Because we both crazy as shit. And that's our time. Thank you for watching and listening to episode 172 of MTMJ Podcast with the Wife. We appreciate you for listening, watching, comment. Make sure you subscribe, rate, like, share. Follow the podcast on all socials. And we're out. Peace.